Hello everyone, I'm Theo from IRRISketch and I would like to show you the Design Studio today. The IRRISketch Design Studio was created to simplify the communication between the irrigation planner and the end customer. This video is aimed at the planner and describes how the Design Studio is used for customer communication, and what needs to be considered during the initial setup. The Design Studio is free of charge, included in all IRRISketch subscriptions. The use of the Design Studio by the end customer is described in another video, which I link to you in the video description. This end customer video can be passed on to ensure the correct use of the Design Studio by the end customer. Your end customer has the opportunity in the Design Studio to send you quotation requests and information in the form of drawings and plans directly to you in your IRRISketch workplace. To do this, I would have to set up the Design Studio first. After the registering IRRISketch, I click on Design Studio up here. I am creating a new customer link. This customer link is static and always remains the same, but with the special feature that whenever your customer clicks on this link, a new planning request is automatically created. So you can integrate this link on your website or promote it via social media or create an exclusive link for individual customers, such as garden landscapers, who have inquiries again and again. In this way, you offer your customers a simple and effective way to contact a planning department directly. For example, I created a Facebook link here and added it in a post. In the Design Studio, we have the opportunity to create several customer links and thus track and sort the requests from various websites or social media platforms. Now let's look at what presets we can configure. To do this, we click on the gear. Here we can now name the link first and add our own project name. Under Contact Information, we now have the possibility to store our own company data. I have entered my name or the name of the planner here, an email address, my telephone number, the name of my company, the address. Also the website should not be missing, and here below, under Forwarding on Request, I enter the page to which the customers are returned when they have made their planning request. If the forwarding line remains empty after the request, the customer will be automatically returned to a standard IRRISketch page after submitting his project request. Finally, I have the opportunity to add my own logo. Customers will see this logo in the confirmation emails. The logo file must be an IRR. I just went there and called up my homepage. Click on my logo with the right and then open this picture in a new tab, and this tab has a URL, which is up here, and I copy and paste it into my Design Studio. In addition, I can specify how large the customer's planning area should be. 200 meters has turned out to be practical here. And save. The next point is the presetting of the favorite tools later on in the planning. The preset values of the workstation are automatically adopted here. And last but not least, I can activate and deactivate the link on this button here at the front. Now let's look at the Design Studio from the customer's point of view. To do this, I click on the link. As already mentioned, every time a customer clicks on this link, a new individual request is automatically created. The drawing sheet is a reduced variant of the Draftsman we know from the IRRISketch planning program. Here the customer has the opportunity to draw for himself. There is a lawn, flower beds and hedges, a paved area, a building, trees, shrubs, and a few objects. With free texts, the customer has the opportunity to provide the planner with various information. Of course, the customer can also upload wallpapers from aerial photos or drone shots and then edit them with the well-known tools. In addition, the customer can inform us of the position of the water source and also a desired position of the control unit in the plan. But then we still have a special feature in the Design Studio, namely, the customer has the opportunity to inform the planner which areas may be irrigated, and which areas should not come into contact with water under any circumstances. Here at the top right, we have the contact details of the planner, which we have previously entered in the planning documents, and other functions known to us such as the grid, forward, back, ruler, or even the eraser. When the customer has created his entire project, he switches to the request form. Here he assigns a project name. Under climatic conditions, the customer has the opportunity to point out special climatic conditions to us. And in the case of bucket test, a simple water quantity test is queried. We are fully aware that a bucket test is ultimately not suitable for carrying out professional irrigation planning. However, we would like to give the customer the opportunity to give the planner an approximate idea of how much water is available in advance. In the General Notes field, the customer can enter additional information about irrigation, such as what type of well pump or whether it is a simple domestic water connection. Here the customer has the opportunity to send you further pictures and videos about the project by email. A new email with the email address of the planner will be opened automatically. In the subject line, the project name is introduced. The customer attaches appropriate files and sends them directly to your mailbox. Finally, the address data. It is important to have a correct email address, because when the customer clicks the send button, an email with a verification code is automatically sent, which must then be entered here. After completion of the design request, the customer will be redirected to the website URL previously set by us. Afterwards, the customer will receive a confirmation by email, in which he will be shown the logo that we have preset, of course also the contact details of the plano and a link to his project. Of course, the planner will also be informed by email about a new project request. Also on the IRRISketch main page you will be informed about the receipt of a new design request. To access the project, we click on the link in the email or simply switch to the Design Studio. Using this line, I can quickly see to which link a new project has been received or an update has been created by a customer. We are moving here to the workplace of the Design Studio. And now we have all the projects that have been received under this link. In the lower bar, in contrast to the classic workplace, I now have additional project information, namely the one that the customer has filled in. In addition, I see the customer's Design Studio link below, and I can set here whether the customer has further access to this link, or whether he can also edit it. If the customer subsequently changes the project, he triggers a new project update, which is then marked with update in the Design Studio workstation. Otherwise, it goes on from here in the same way as with IRRISketch. You can store extended data or pre-select irrigation components and finally open the project and edit it as usual. Everything works exactly as you know it from IRRISketch, except for one little thing. You have to delete and re-add the water source and the control unit that the customer inserted. The components drawn by the customer are only placeholders and have no function. So they cannot be connected to a valve box by wire or wiring. We have developed the Design Studio to give customers an easy and quick way to get in touch with you and start a request for a garden watering. The customer can provide you with all relevant information on this. However, the actual planning and configuration work of the irrigation system should unmistakably remain with the professional. We are convinced that the Design Studio has the workflow of a planning. Relieved.